Hey Ryan, just want to do a quick walk around video on the Dodge Durango Citadel. Now we have two matching. The only difference in them is just a couple of kilometers. Now the TP8648, the one you inquired on, has been sold, but I have the twin, as we can see, TP8649. I will be sending the link to our website and you can see how similar they are. Just a quick walk around video on the outside. I'm gonna go in on the inside. We've got the keyless entry here. Memory seats, which are gonna be fantastic if you've got a partner there, you have to sit differently. Auto locks, windows, mirror controls, fully electronic seat, forward, backward in the back, and then our lumbar support. Hopping in it, first thing is our light controls. Hopping in, there's just over 9,700 kilometers on angle, kilometers an hour, miles per hour. Vehicle, it gives you tire pressure, everything. Basically just check in and make sure everything's working properly, right? Then going in here, fuel mileage. Now, usually they're not that high. Since it's been taken off of the road for a little bit here, it does a lot of idling. That's why it's so high. You'd be able to drop that easy. Trip info, of course, auto start and stop, which it has, and you can shut it off. I'll show you the button here in just a second. Trailer towing, because it's got the hitch on it. And just going through what's playing, any messages, if you need an oil change, something's going on, it'll show you that. Set up the screen, you can change how everything looks in there, and then back to the speedometer. Not sure if you're familiar with the Dodge Durangos, but the way I was controlling that was this little pad here. And then of course we've got our Bluetooth and voice recognition, hang up, voice recognition, or pick up, and then hang up's the red, of course. Cruise control, these back here would be our paddle shifters up and down. Into our screen with our brand new Uconnect system, the Uconnect 5, you can have up to 4 or 5 driver profiles. I will confirm that for you. AM, FM, and a Sirius XM subscription trial. Sorry, not subscription, trial for 3 months. Home is where you get to really play around with everything. It does come with GPS navigation, and you can change up how things look. There's different layouts, as we can see there on the screen. Comfort, of course, is going to be our temperature controls, our heated seats, our heated steering wheel. Now, there are 3 different places in this vehicle to access that. Here on this screen, down here has normal buttons, and then I do have to get out of this screen, otherwise it won't. And then in the top left and right corner, driver's side, passenger side, of course. Ooh. Navigation, nice big screen. It'll show you gas stations. This should ding at you when you're coming up to a red light camera. And then our phone. So of course, if we had one connected to it here, which we're gonna get rid of this one, because you are not Brad and neither am I. So phone, you'd be able to see everything, be able to talk. You can connect 2 phones at the same time, using one at each time. If, say, your phone and your partner's phone, if you've got one there, is connected, you can listen to music, talk on your phone. If you're talking on your phone and theirs rings, it will show. Just hit that handy dandy little green button. It'll put yours on hold and transfer over to theirs. And then vehicle, of course, you get to play around with it. We've got the rear view camera you can access without having to put it into reverse. Come on. 3rd row head seats, you can fold those down. Headrests, sorry, not head seats. And then of course you can play around with display, theme, your profile, any safety and driving, and then all of the standard little things like the phone and the profiles and the lights and the mirrors and the camera, just everything. These are totally customizable. You can always, when somebody sets it up to exactly how they want, it can be like no other one out there. Now, of course, our apps, you get to play around with that. You can change things up. This is how you'd access absolutely everything. If you couldn't remember where something is in a tab, just go to your apps. You can find it in there. Going down here, like I said, our heated seats and heated steering wheel, our dual temperature controls and how those work. Now the auto start and stop that I mentioned in that infotainment screen, it is on, but we can see here that if we hit off, it lights up. Of course, sport mode changes how it shifts. Eco mode, it's on, just like the auto start. Now if we hit that, lights up, it's off now. Our hazards, our traction control, and our parking sensors, which we have front and back of this vehicle. Down in here we have charging ports, and then of course a wireless charging pad. And then over here is our push button start and our trailer brake controller. Going to a little bit more basics here. This is the key. We can see here that we've got the lock, unlock. Hit that left bottom button twice to open up the hatch, and of course the remote start and the panic. Looking up here, we've got our SOS as well as our assist, and then of course it is we can turn it on so it's an auto dimming. I believe it is auto dimming all the time. So, you know, when you're driving in those late dark nights or in the winter there, we can see it dim when somebody who decides not to be very nice that day hits you with their brights coming up behind you. Now, of course, our universal garage door opener and our sunroof controls dome lights and another hatch button. Just a nice little sunroof there. Now I'm going to hop into the back and we're going to take a look at that. We're going to go from front to back here. So of course our seats this way, we hit this, it'll fold, then pull this strap, and it'll pop up for a little bit easier access if you don't want to be climbing around the vehicle. But of course we've got the captain's chairs, so it's a little bit easier to travel back and forth if you don't want to be moving the seat all the time. Back here we have more USB ports. We've got them all over the place, and heated seats. Now these middle captain's chairs, they're heated of course, and then we've got the rear temperature controls. Just a quick look into the back there. Now I'm going to hit up the hatch and I'm going to show you a little bit more. It's just down in here. Because it's automated, we just pull the lever and it'll go. All right, in here, these guys are super easy to fold down. Oh, not that one. So as you saw, all I did was grab this, flip it all the way up, it'll release and pull forward. Looking further in, just some storage space there and the jack and everything you need, just in case there's a flat tire is there. Ooh. And then just a little cargo shade, cargo cover. Beautiful. And then the button to close it is just there. You can hear it beeping at me. It tells me to get out of the way. Alrighty, if you have any questions about anything that I have talked about in this vehicle today, please do let me know. I am more than happy to go a little bit more in depth on any feature. Give me a quick call, give me a text, respond to my email that I'm going to be sending this to you in 306-380-1499. I look forward to seeing you come down to auto clearing.